Dear fans, I do not like to see Jen upset, and she is very upset by the DMs and condemnations about some things that I should have cleared up a long time ago. 1. Jen has been coming to India since 2014 and is very familiar with the general Indian culture. 2. When I proposed, I told her that my family was 100% fine with me choosing my own bride and we could live in our own place, in brackets, joint family not necessary. 3. Regardless of when my family found out about the engagement, they would have had issues with the age difference. Her friends did me a favor. 4. Please stop suggesting to Jen that A, she is not trying to change me / the culture. Or B, she should have learned from Jenny and Summit. 5. Why are people lumping all Indians and all Americans in the same categories? Not all Indian people are the same, just as not all American people are the same. To assume that Summit represents all Indian men or that Jenny represents all American women is ridiculous and small-minded. They are absolutely wonderful people and they are not us. Thank you for your support. Okay. Let me rip this apart. Okay, limb from limb. This man starts off pretty much in point number 1, saying that, in the beginning, I should have cleared things up a long time ago. Then he proceeds by saying Jen has been coming to India since 2014. All right, okay, cool, boom. If you know you should have made things a whole lot more clearer a long time ago, then why didn't you do it a long time ago? You spent a long time prolonging the inevitable, and that was telling your family that you was engaged. So therefore, that blame is onto you, not onto the fans. Now let's move on to the next point right here. Man talks about she's been in since 2014, so she's very aware of the Indian culture. Well, if she's aware of the Indian culture, then why did you treat her as if she didn't know? Why did you have to take her to a home for her to be taught how to be an Indian wife? And you're telling me that she knows the Indian culture. I'm not saying that she doesn't. I'm just saying what you're telling me is bullcrap. I've said it before and I say it again. This man is a salesman and he ain't selling nothing to me that I am buying. But anyway, we continue with the next one. He speaks about how when I proposed to her, he told her in a nutshell that I have the opportunity to choose my own wife and also at the same time we can live together. Well, here's the thing. You knew that you can't live with her because you knew that would upset your family. So that means you lied to her. You cannot call out the fans for calling you out for your lies. So to be honest with you, what are you talking about? Like, bro, are you actually mad? And also on top of that, you talk about how, if we just go back to that one again, okay, when I proposed, I told her that my family was 100% fine with me choosing my own bride. Okay, so if that was the case, then why did your family not stop looking for a bride for you? And also to add on top of that as well, my guy, regardless of when my family found out about the engagement, you knew that her age would always be an issue. So you told her that you would live with her, you told her that your family would be fine with it, but yet you knew her age would always be an issue. But guess what? Because people are calling you out, you now want to come out and blame the fans, blame the people that are watching for your behavior, for what you have done. Okay, cool. No worries. Where do we go from here? Let's continue. Now, when he talks about this whole thing about changing the culture or Jenny's trying to change him, me, myself in particular, I have not once said anything about Jen trying to change him or Jen trying to change the culture. I've only ever expressed about how Jen has lack of education on the culture, and I've only ever expressed about how he continues to lie to her and she continues to fall for the same tricks because he is a salesman. So to be honest with you, that bit right there, I can't say nothing about. But regarding the situation with Jenny and Summit, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, there is no way you can tell me that Stevie Wonder, if he watched the show, he could not see the similarities between your relationship and Jen and Summit's relationship. That's all I've got to say for that, to be honest with you. And then to summarize the last bit itself in particular about why are people lumping all Indians and all Americans in the same categories? I mean, listen, as far as I'm concerned, all I've ever said is that based on some of the Americans that we see on this TV show, why do they not just get it? Why do some of these Americans not do research on the cultures that they are about to marry into? So to be fair, I can't really comment on that because I haven't really been that person to say none of that stuff, if you dig what I'm saying. But when it comes to the whole Indian thing, I've never said that all Indian people are like this, so therefore that doesn't necessarily come underneath myself in particular, you dig what I'm saying? All I've ever said is that you should be watching Jenny and Simon, and if you watch them, then you know what the hell is actually going on here. But either way though, I've said my piece based on what he's had to say there, and all I wanted to do was call out the BS. And for me personally, this guy can say all he wants to say, but as far as I'm concerned, well, you're not selling anything that I'm buying, bro. And it's crazy because if people are coming at Jen, remember this, people are only coming for Jen because of how you have portrayed her and how you have treated her on the show. And also because of how she's allowed you to treat the way she's treated you, you treat her, and the way she allows herself to continue believing your lies. But hey man, she's only ever been there since 2014 and she knows the culture so freaking well. But yeah, she acts as if like she's clueless and you treat her as if she's clueless. But the whole time you knew that your family was never going to accept her given the fact that she was too old for you. And you knew that your family was never going to accept you and her living together in a different property because, well, like the translator said, you are the person that keeps the family whole based on the things that you got to do in your responsibilities. And this guy wants to come for the people who are commenting, yo, guess what? If you go on a TV show or you go on the internet like me right here, right now, you are open to people's opinions. You are open to people saying whatever the hell they want to say about you. It's just a matter of whether you can handle it or not. And if you can't, well, it is what it is. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course, peace.